What's happening, YouTube world? Your one and only D Blaze, back in the place to be, presenting you with Viper's Current End of the Year Bundle, where you see a random number of poetic pieces from yours truly. And yes, it's that time of the year again, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I'm so happy to be back. Just interacting with you guys. I've been gone for a minute because school's been nearly killing me. But hey, it's worth it. Two times on the D's list, back to back. Yes. Now I'm going for a triple threat. but anyways, I'm going to kick this off with a little bit of a storytelling fairy tale from beginning to end kind of theme, which is based off myself, and it's called A Viper's Tale. So, without further ado, let's get started. Once upon a time, a viper was born underneath the grass of the forest, slithering around the soil of his dominant jungle. As the viper grew, it shed its skin in the process. The young serpent began his journey from the bowels of the rainforest, welcoming all challenges that were placed before him, trials and tribulations of all kinds, pain and physical harm alike, emotions of the very weary soul. As if he was on his last gasp of air, heading toward his throne. Betrayal of friends, whose sole mission was to derail the synthetic serpent, throwing out all they can at him to destroy his very source of his happiness, his spirit, and his heart. Vipers don't have hearts, but this one was different. For he was showing emotion, which is a sign of weakness in the jungle. The viper was frowned upon, for his emotion was uncharacteristic. Never a serpent like this was known to show everyone emotion, but the viper didn't care because of him, believing in believing that he was the chosen one to take his place upon his throne, to rule the jungle with an iron fist, to lead the jungle into a new generation. To all of the so-called friends, with every bump in the road, twists and turns, standstills and stopping points, the viper's evolution cannot be stopped. But each time his skin was shed, his evolution was broadcast. All have heightened mental intellect, spiritual nature, physical appearance, and his heart and emotions. Each growth was a true test, for the viper excelled in every stage. As he moves closer to his throne, to the temple of completion, his road had metamorphed into his ladder, rung by rung, step by fatal step, showing no signs of self-destruction, impervious to pain and ignorance. For he believes in the impossible, never destined for failure, only for success and completion. And then the viper, the viper was indeed born for such. It's funny when you detail your life, you look back on everything that you went through just to get to a certain point. And that's basically my main purpose for this, because honestly, I've came a long way. I mean, as far as mental intellect and the amount of passion for life, and I've never been as driven as I have been before. I mean, honestly, I have, but it's like it didn't have that certain spark of passion to it. I mean, it didn't hit me until I started growing older and older, cause I'm almost about to hit the early 30s mark, and trust me, every year it doesn't get any easier. For you have a lot to think about, like where you're gonna be in the next such and such years. How long are you willing to take to get to that certain state of completion and content with, not only physically but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and just basically all the internal just basically all the internal perspectives. And honestly, when you reach that level of completion, you could be able to look back on your life and say, wow, i actually endured I endured that. I've actually endured such and such. I actually went through such and such. And now I can sit here and say all the struggle was worth it. All of the torment was worth it. And there's a little bit of lesson here. But every life is meaningful. It is only up to the person to determine how much worth it really is. Just keep that in mind. But I'll cap this off by saying thank you all for tuning in, and trust me, the end of the year bundle, the end of the year upload bundle is not it's not done, not by a long shot. There's no telling how many poems I'm gonna crank out for y'all. So that's because I love and respect every one of y'all for tuning in, and I love doing it. So see you in the next video, guys. I'm out.